Hi guys, it's Anna and Sally's self-development series for the book The Miracle Morning, the not so obvious secret guaranteed to transform your life before 8 a.m. So we will be continuing now from the one that we left last time, the morning that transformed my entire life. Teeth brushed, face washed, and a glass of water in hand, I sat up straight on my living room couch at 5:05 a.m., feeling genuinely excited about my life for the first time in a long time. It was still dark outside, and something about that felt very empowering. I pulled out my list of life-changing personal development activities I had learned over the years but never implemented. One by one, I implemented each one. Silence. Sitting in silence, praying, meditating, and focusing on my breath for 10 minutes. I felt my stress melt away, felt a sense of calm come over my body, and ease my mind. This was different from the typical chaos of my hectic mornings. For the first time in a long time, I felt peaceful. Reading. Having always made excuses why I couldn't find time to read, I was excited to make time this morning and start what I had always hoped could become a lifelong habit. I grabbed Napoleon Hill's classic, Think and Grow Rich, off the shelf. Like most of my books, it was one that I had started but never finished. I read for 10 minutes and picked up a few ideas, and I was excited to implement that day. I was reminded that it only takes one idea to change your life, and I felt motivated. Affirmations. Having never before harnessed the power of affirmations, it felt amazing to finally read the self confidence affirmation from Think and Grow Rich aloud. The affirmation was a powerful reminder of the unlimited potential that was within me and within each of us. I decided to write my own affirmation. I jotted down what I wanted, who I was committed to being, and what I was committed to doing to change my life. I felt empowered. Visualization, visual, visualization, visualization. I grabbed the vision board off my wall. I had created it after watching the movie The Secret. I rarely took time to look at, let alone use it as my visualization tool. It was intended to be. For 10 minutes, my focus shifted from image to image, pausing at each one to close my eyes and feel with every fiber of my being what would it be like to manifest each into my life. I felt inspired. Journaling. Next, I opened one of the many blank journals I had purchased over the years. Like all of the others, I have failed to write in for more than a few days, a week at the most. On this day, I wrote what I was grateful for in my life. Almost immediately, I felt my depression lifting, like a heavy fog which had been weighing me down. It wasn't gone, but it felt lighter. The simple act of writing down the things I was grateful for lifted my spirits. I felt grateful. Exercise. Finally, I got off the couch remembering what I'd heard from Tony Robbins say so many times. Motion creates emotion. I dropped down and push ups until I couldn't do one more. Then I flipped over onto my back and did as many sit ups as my out of shape abs would allow. With 6 minutes left on the clock, I inserted one of my fiance's yoga videos into the DVD player and enjoyed completing the 6 minutes of it. I felt energized. It was incredible. I had already experienced what was one of the most peaceful, motivating, empowering, inspiring, grateful, and energizing days of my life. And it was only 6 a.m. Nothing short of a miracle. For the next few weeks, I continued to wake up at 5 a.m. and follow through with 60-minute personal development routine. Then, so incredibly happy with the way I was feeling in progress and the progress I was making as a result of my morning routine, I wanted more of it. So, one night while getting ready for bed, I did what was unthinkable at that time. I set my alarm clock for 4 a.m. Falling asleep at night, I wondered if I was out of my mind. Surprisingly, it was just as easy to wake up at 4 as it was at 5. And waking up at either time was 10 minutes easier than waking up on any day in the past when I resisted waking up. My stress levels dropped dramatically. I had more energy, clarity, and focus. I felt genuinely happy, motivated, and inspired. Thoughts of depression were a distant memory. You could say I was back to my old self again. Although I was experiencing so much growth so rapidly that I was quickly surpassing any version of myself that I had ever been in the past. And with my newfound levels of energy, motivation, clarity, and focus, I was able to see set I was able to easily set goals, create strategies, and execute a plan to save my business and increase my income. Less than 2 months after my first miracle morning, my income was not only back to the level it had been at before the economy crashed, it was higher than ever before. I knew this powerful morning personal development routine was something I would eventually start sharing with my private coaching clients, so I needed a name for it. Considering that the transformation I was experiencing was so profound and happening so fast, having gone from broke and depressed to financially secure and excited about life in less than 2 months, that it felt like a miracle. The only appropriate name was the Miracle Morning. Hey, if Katie can do it. A few weeks later, I was on my coaching call with Katie when she asked, Hal, how do you start your mornings? Although I beamed as I told her about the miracle morning and the benefits of waking up an hour earlier than normal, she resisted. I don't know if I want to wake up any earlier, Hal. Trust me, I'm not a morning person. However, Katie is always a good sport. She committed to waking up at 6 a.m., 1 hour earlier than normal, and giving the miracle morning a try. I offered her some encouragement and wished her luck. On her coaching call 1 week later, Katie was on fire. When I asked if she actually woke up at 6 a.m. every day to do the miracle morning, I got an unexpected reply. Nope, I woke up at 6 a.m. the first day. But you were right. I had such an awesome morning that I wanted to do it even earlier. So I woke up at 5 a.m. the rest of the week. Hal, it was amazing. Wow, I had to tell my brother, coaching clients about this. Within a few short weeks, dozens of my clients were sharing with me that they were experiencing the same types of life changing benefits during their own miracle mornings. Some of my clients told their friends and coworkers about how the miracle morning was changing their life. It spread through the online world like wildfire. People start posting about the miracle morning on Facebook, tweeting about it on Twitter, and even proudly posting videos of themselves on YouTube, up clear early and doing the miracle morning. Crazy, right? Who in the hell is Joe? I started to realize there was something to do to this whole miracle morning thing. I was on YouTube one day looking for one of my videos and I put my name in the search. Don't judge. You know you've Googled yourself before. A video popped up and it was titled Miracle Morning at Joe's. It's of some guy that I've never seen before in my life. My first reaction was not very positive. Who in the hell is Joe and who does he think he's copying my Miracle Morning? I got a little defensive, not one of my finer moments. I just didn't know what to think. Boy, was I about to be pleasantly surprised. I hit play and on the video, this is what I saw. Hello, it's your friend, Joe Diozana. Let's look at the time. Joe shows his alarm clock which reads 5:41 a.m. It's 5:41 in the morning on Sunday and you must be wondering, dude, Joe, what in the world are you doing up at 5:41 in the morning on a Sunday? Well, check out miraclemorning.com. That's miraclemorning.com. Look at the information and download the free audio. It feels like Christmas to me, honestly, and I've got a lot of energy. It's like Christmas every day now. Check it out, and I hope your life will be blessed. You can see Joe's infamous 43-second video now at miraclemorning.com. Just click on success stories. As I sat staring at my computer screen, mouth open, I was in awe, almost in tears. This is the moment I realized that the miracle morning is truly life changing, and I had to share it to the world. With the world, it became clear to me that while I never intended for it to be anything more than my little morning routine, I had a possibility to share the miracle morning with as many people as possible, so it can transform their lives the way it did for me. Hang on my hand. I had responsibility to share the miracle morning with as many people as possible so it can transform their lives the way it did for me. Although at this point I still have no idea just how big it's going to be. A movement or is it an awakening? It's been nearly 5 years since I told Katie about the miracle morning. Hundreds of emails from people all over the world expressing their gratitude and enthusiasm for what the miracle morning has done for their lives. The miracle morning has become a worldwide movement, a global awakening. Made up of individuals ranging from corporate executives to stay at home moms, all dedicated to waking up early every day become every day and giving themselves the gift of personal development. I now see the bigger picture, how the miracle morning can impact the world by enabling each of us become who we need to be to create what did I do? To create the lives that we want, to positively influence the lives of others and change the world around us. I'm passionate about this mission to empower people to transform their lives, their families, their communities, and the world by waking up every day and transforming themselves with a miracle morning. Every day, more and more people are joining the awakening, whether it's by simply sharing the miraclemorning.com website with their friends and family so they can get free chapters of the Miracle Morning book, plus the free video and audio programs, or by inviting them to join the Miracle Morning community at www.mytmm.community.com. I'm still amazed at how many lives are being so deeply affected. Many are even following Joe's lead and recording videos of themselves up early, living the miracle morning, which usually includes a proud shot of their alarm clock, proving that they are up early. I was inspired by Joe's video to start recording my own miracle morning video blogs, which, to my pleasant surprise, have become very popular and are being viewed by thousands of people on the Miracle Morning channel of YouTube. I am honored and extremely grateful to have the opportunity to share the Miracle Morning with so many people in so many different capacities. In fact, the Miracle Morning has become one of my signature keynote messages, and the workshops helping corporations, nonprofits, salespeople, teachers, and high school and college students to increase their productivity, motivation, and performance. The workshop is a fresh approach that helps employees increase their productivity while improving their happiness and attitude in the workplace. As you might guess, the Miracle Morning Workshop is appropriately done in the morning, usually before the actual conference begins. This book is an invitation and an opportunity to become the person you need to be to create everything you want for your life. It will give you purposeful time to work towards your most important goals by starting now and making consistent daily progress towards the life you truly want and deserve. Your success and the life of your dreams is inevitable. Sarap. Chapter 3. Let's just start a little bit of this and we can stop. And we can continue to the next day. 95% reality check. One of the saddest things in life is to get the end and look back in regret, knowing that you could have been, done, and had so much more. Robin Sharma. The story of the human race is a story of men and women selling themselves short. Abraham Maslow. Every day, you and I wake up, we face the same universal challenge to overcome mediocrity and live to our full potential. It's the greatest challenge in human history to rise above our excuses, do what's right, give our best, and create the level 10 life we truly want. The one with no limits. The one so few people ever get to live. Most people never even come close. Approximately 95% of our society settles for far less than they want in life, wishing they had more, living with regret and never understanding that they could be, do, and have all they want. According to Social Security Administration, if you take any 100 people at the start of their working careers and follow them for the next 40 years until they reach their retirement age, here's what you'll find. Only one will be wealthy, four will be financially secure, five will continue working, not because they want to, but because they have to, 36 will be dead, and 54 will be broke and dependent on friends, family, relatives, and government to take care of them. Monetarily speaking, that's only 5% of us who will be successful in creating a life of freedom, and 95% who will continue to struggle their entire lives. So, the crucial question, the one that we must explore and find the answer to, is this: what can we do now to ensure that we don't end up struggling like the 95% majority will? Rising above mediocrity and joining the top 5%. The fact that you're reading this book tells me that you're ready for the next level in your life, that you're not okay with settling for less than you can have, be, and do anymore, just because nearly everyone else does. Here are three simple steps, yet decisive steps to rise above mediocrity and join the top 5%. Step 1. Acknowledge the 95% reality check. First, we must understand and acknowledge the reality that 95% of the society will never create and live the life they really want. We must embrace the fact that if we don't commit to thinking and living differently than most people now, we are setting ourselves up to endure a life of mediocrity, struggle, failure, and regret. Just like most people, realize that this will include our own friends, family, and peers. If we don't do something about it now and set an example of what's possible when we commit to fulfilling our potential. Being average means to settle for less than you truly want and you're capable of, and to struggle for your entire life. Every day, most people settle and most people struggle in almost every level: physically, mentally, emotionally, relationally, financially, you name it. Most people wake up each day and struggle to create the level of success, happiness, love fulfillment, health, and financial prosperity that they truly desire. Consider the following. Physically, obesity is an epidemic. Potentially fatal disease like cancer and heart disease are on the rise. The average person is exhausted with physical energy levels at an all time low. Most can't seem to generate enough energy to make it through a single day. Close the door. without consuming a few cups of coffee or a 5-hour energy drink. The success of the product is further evidence of the degree to which people are struggling physically, mentally, and emotionally. More prescription drugs are being consumed every day in an attempt to combat disorders like depression, anxiety, and countless other mental or emotional illnesses. Rarely do you turn on the TV without seeing an ad for some prescription drug. There's usually some good looking middle aged couple flying a kite on the beach with their dog when a man with deep voice starts speaking gently, rattling off symptoms, followed by the list of potential side effects. Do you ever feel tired, sad, lonely, depressed, overweight, or anything else that you'd be willing to pay money to not feel anymore? Great. You're in luck. XYZ drug can help. Warning: may cause side effects such as bloating, constipation, diarrhea, dizziness, dry mouth, dandruff, insomnia, narcolepsy, and many other things far more worse than it's actually supposed to help you with. So, don't wait. Call the number on your screen today. Relationally, it's well known that there is an epidemic of divorce in America, with 1 in 2 marriages failing. In other words, over half of those deeply in love couples who stand before their friends and family and commit their lives to each other through good times and the bad, might I remind you, struggle to make it work. After more than 30 years of marriage, two of my favorite people, my mom and dad, recently divorced. I am very present to the pain of this all too common relational struggle. Financially, Americans have more personal debt than any other time in history. Most people aren't earning nearly as much money as they'd like to be earning. They're spending too much, not saving enough, and struggling financially. It's no secret that most people are living life far below their potential. Once we can acknowledge that, it's crucial that we explore what causes most people to struggle and settle for mediocrity in their lives. So that's it for today. Today's day, I think they, I can't remember. Hang on. But yeah, that's it. That's it for today. We'll be doing the next part on step 2. Um, I'll do that tomorrow. Thank you for being with us today. May Almighty Father Yahweh bless you, guide you, and always thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it because I really learned a lot from it. Thank you, guys.